Take 3 with the Purple Rain and our man Connor Blakely, who had an absolute blinder in what can only be described as a monumental game against the Cats, mate. Talk us through it.
Oh, it was so good. After last week and the last few weeks where we've just played really poorly, the boys just stood up and we kept it really simple during the week, and we focused on a few things that we needed to improve on. We just needed to attack the ball carrier and tackle more, and there was a few instances last week where we weren't strong enough in the contest, and we just focused on being better in the contest, and everything will flow from there with our ball use and defence and everything like that. So it was a superb effort. Like, I think most of the boys had at least 3 or 4 tackles across the board, and we had 90 for the game. That's our most. That's our most all year. So that's the benchmark. Now we know we're capable of doing it. It's just that we need to bridge the gap from our best and our worst. We need to become a more consistent AFL team. So it was exciting that we can show that, and it's quite a young team. We had a really young back line, like Jace Carter over there having his first game. He stood up and played really well, and we had a really young back line, and the boys stood up, and a week's a long time in footy.
Yeah.
Interviewed me this time last week, and everyone was so down after that performance, and it was a big outlier. So we're capable. We showed at the start of the year with the first 12 games. We played really well, and finals are still alive. Like, never say never. Stranger things have happened, so it's really exciting for us.
Mate, the one thing I said to Duck was that, where did this come from? This was just an amazing performance, but the effort was incredible. I mean, what do you reckon, Duck?
Mate, effort was outstanding, mate, and yourself, pretty good game, but who was your standout for the best on, you reckon?
Best on? Bradley Hill in the first half was unbelievable, his level of run, but Griff Logue stood up down back, and Sonny Walters bobbed up as well. He's having an amazing year, but Brad Hill set us up in the first half with his run and attacking the ball. But as you said, boys, it's just a mindset, I feel, like just going out there and focusing, just keeping it really clear and really composed and simple, and we all stood up and played our role, and it was great to see. So it just shows that we're capable of performances like that. We've just got to do them week in, week out.
Yeah, it's fair to say that with social media, the eggplant emoji almost caused a breakdown. The amount of eggplants I was getting given out too, the amount of excitement that was going through. I know you guys love your footy. I know you guys love doing what you do. But when you put on performances like that, it just changes the landscape for supporters, battlers like us. Do you feel the crowd getting into it, and does that lift you to do your third and your fourth and your fifth tackle sort of thing? Or
Of course, the more effort and more pressure that we put on the ball carrying, the more tackles that we lay, the crowd gets more involved, and like they were up and about at half time, like when we're walking through, and then at 3/4 time, and then you definitely hear them when we're playing well. So if you play well, you get the reward of that, and just to show, like, just shows how faithful they are. Like, even though we had a poor few weeks, there's still 36,000 that turned up today, and they were very loud. It almost felt like there was 50,000 there. So as I said before, it's just about ironing out those inconsistencies, and so we can continue to move forward, because every game counts. Like, we still make finals, and these games count for next year as well. Like, you ride the momentum going into next year. So it's really important for us to finish off the year well. Hopefully sneak in finals, who knows? But on the prize next week with St Kilda at Etihad, so or Marvel. So.
And re-signed during the week, mate. So happy days for us at the Purple Rain, because you'll be on plenty more times, eh?
Yes.
You went somewhere else, it would have been a stitch-up.
Exactly. Yeah, it was great. Got great support here, family and friends, and great lifestyle over here. So it was a no-brainer for me.
Beautiful, mate. Look, for the second time, thank you for doing the interview, mate. Hopefully this all works. But Connor Blakely, thank you very much.
No worries, boys. Thank you.